Okay, I'm Andy. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks very much for asking. In this video, we're going to do chakra cards and we're going to do them for the elements. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for the air signs, 3 cards for the fire signs, three cards, for the earth signs, and 3 cards for the water signs. Quick note first, I did say on the live last night, and thanks very much if you came along on the live. There was great energy, and there's just a lovely atmosphere in the chat. It seemed to go really well, so thanks if you were part of that. If you'd like to catch a live, they're going to be every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. here in the UK, which works out 2:30 p.m. Central in the States and Canada. I hope you guys can work out your own time zone from that one, because to take a whole video to explain the worldwide situation. Anyway, I did say in the live last night that I was going to review this amazing tarot deck. It's the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. It is a great deck, actually, and it brings together the way things were in Nostradamus's time and the way he worked his predictions, the way it all worked, brings that together with the earliest traditions of the tarot. The suits are different. The arcanas are all, the major arcana is kind of different. There's a lot of different stuff about it. So I was going to review that today. I need to give it a bit more time before I actually get stuck into reviewing it. So today, chakra cards, okay? This is Rachel Sharman's chakra reading deck. It's a really good deck, actually. I've been loving working with it. It has real nice peaceful energy about it as well, which is what we need with the chakras, because you know, chakras are all about balance, and when the chakras are imbalanced, it shows that somewhere either the person or the life around the person is imbalanced, and it's always good to bring that balance in, because what we really want is our chakras in a nice straight line, because that links us from the Earth Star chakra down beneath our feet up to the most amazing Soul Star chakra, which connects us with those incredible energies of the universe. So it's always good to bring those things into balance. You can pick a card for your group of signs or for all 3. It's entirely up to you. So I'm having a shuffle. Let's turn over 3 cards and see what we've got. And these are going to be for the air signs, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. And there are different ways of doing this. It's up to you. You can be your own psychic, and believe me, it will work. We've all got that instinct. Here's the 3 cards. You can pick card 1, card 2, card 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, whichever combination you want. Or we could say card 1 is Gemini, card 2 is Libra, card 3 is Aquarius. You decide, okay, what you want to pick. Card number 1, did you pick card number 1? What is this going to be? Well, this is the Soul Star chakra, which is located outside the body a bit above the head, but it is your chakra. It's where you connect to everything that's going on spiritually and cosmically out there in the universe. And this one is meditation. The lights are a bit bright, actually. I'll have to fix that, but maybe you can see it there. Meditation, and it's card number 32. So that's a 5 in numerology, and 2021 is, of course, a 5 in numerology, because 2 plus 0 is 2, then plus another 2 is 4, and then plus the 1 at the end is 5. So this is lining up with the with the numerology of the year. So if you picked card number 1, or if you picked the Gemini card, this is the Gemini card, meditation, this is what it's all about. It's actually quite a fiery card coming out for an air sign, but there we are. Things are always at least a little bit up in the air with the air signs. That's how it works. It's associated with the season of spring as well, the air sign element, because that's when things are coming to life, and that's where anything can change. This is where the answers are blowing in the wind. So card number 1, meditation, and I think the posture on the card says it all, actually. This is a very calm kind of a scene with a lot of fire going on around it, and this is what it's all about, actually. If you can drop down into that space of meditation and really slow your breathing down, you know, all the things we associate with yoga and meditation, which are kind of 2 sides of the same thing, really. When you bring that inner calm into being within the body and within the mind, and calming the body through breathing does calm the mind, then you expose yourself to all the celestial fire that's going on. So this is a beautiful image. The picture says much more than I could ever put into words, but there's fire everywhere, and there's actually a lot of light down below the body here as well. And this is it. When we make that connection to the soul star chakra, we also kind of balance everything, including what's above, what's below, and as above is so below. Is it not, friends? Drink of water because I'm getting hoarse already. I ought to call myself BoJack Horseman, I sometimes think. Okay, card number 2, and this is for Libra as well, or just, you know, if you picked card number 2, it's this one. What's it all about? It's number 27, so that's a 9 in numerology, and it's called Psychic Development. And what we see here is a crystal ball. Now, a crystal ball is something you can go out and get. You maybe have had one handed down to you even, and whatever you see with your kind of everyday two eyes at the top of your face here, whatever you see in a crystal ball is going to be a reflection of whatever's going on around you, for sure. But spiritually, it's the fact that it's clear, you know, it's open to anything that comes in, and that really is the way to have this chakra, which is the third eye chakra, the forehead chakra. It looks within as much as it looks without. In fact, I would say it looks within even more than it looks without, but it's by seeing what's going on within you that you can relate it to what's actually going on around you. And we can see, if I bring the card up close, there's a character in the crystal ball walking away. Is it? Or is it walking towards us? It's very hard to tell, but that's the third eye for you. It's that combination of what's going on inwardly and what's going on outwardly. It's all happening. A lot of fire in the sky again. These are very fiery looking cards for air signs, but this is what the deck is giving us today, and that means that this is what our higher selves and the spirit guides and everyone associated with psychicness is actually giving us. And that psychicness extends to every human being. Psychic development is always going on, and I know that many of you have actually been in psychic development for a long time, some of you even longer than me. And that's something that's been really interesting, actually, with the live videos that we get people chatting together. And I get to find out that some of you are actually practitioners, and I'm very lucky to have some very gifted people along on this channel watching. That's a great thing. And I feel rather humbled, actually, by some of you and by quite a lot of what goes on. But that's the nature of things. Psychic development, it never stops. And if you picked card number 2, or if you wanted the Libra card, this is for you. And there is great balance involved with the third eye, because as I keep saying, it looks inwardly, and that way we get in touch with what's going on outwardly as well, which is a super good thing, if you ask me. Card number 3, or the Aquarius card, if you wanted to pick it, is this one, and this one is love. Now, we've got the heart chakra green here. There is no pink for the higher heart chakra in this deck, so this is pure heart chakra energy. So it relates to the higher heart as well as the lower heart. But there, again, is an example of two things that go together, even though they work in slightly different ways, and in some levels, very different ways. And with the actual image of the heart, it looks like serpents, if I bring the card up close. It looks like two serpents kind of coming together here. But there are two distinct sides to the heart, and that works physically as well, you know, in medical things, in anatomy and science. Two sides of the heart, each side works in a different way, but couldn't do without the other side. So if you're looking for your twin flame, this card is a very good sign for you. If you're a bit like me and you've sort of gone beyond all that, and you're just kind of getting on with life in the most cosmically related way possible, which I like to think I am, then this is a coming together of energies, and very, very positive indeed. So we've got the heart chakra there as number 3 for the sign of Aquarius. Great. Let's pop those down. Let's take up the deck, and let's have another quick shuffle and see what we're going to get for the fire signs. This is Aries, this is Leo, and it's Sagittarius. And of course, the fire signs are associated with summer, when things begin to heat up, when the action starts happening. So we will take 3 cards. Okay, and the way I've got them the wrong way around now. Let's put them the right way around. Card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Pick one, pick all 3, or go with the one for your star sign. And the first card, card number 1, is this one. This is for Aries. if you're looking at it that way, it's for Aries. And it's the Earth Star chakra, and it's Mother Earth. Now, this is the opposite end of the scale from the Soul Star chakra. They all link up. They are all one. We are all one. It's an absolute fact. But this is Mother Earth, and this is your connection to the goddess energy. So if you picked card number 1, that's the way to focus your energy, at least during this reading, if not in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. Mother Earth. And this is actually an interesting point. You know, we think of kind of Earth and the universe as separate things. They actually do link up, and the more we can see that connection and feel that connection within us, the better we're going to be placed spiritually, particularly if, you know, like I was saying before, you're involved in psychic development. And we actually all are from all our lives. The only if is whether we're actually conscious of it and we're actually deliberately trying to develop that or not. But we're all developing all the time anyway. That's what all our dreams are about. You know, people who don't believe in this at all are developing spiritually. And this is why sometimes it's older people who really kind of accede to the higher levels of all this. But Mother Earth, you know, put your roots down into Mother Earth, Aries, or people who picked card number 1. Put your roots down into the earth. That's a visualizing thing. The roots come out from your feet, go right down into the earth, wrap around the earth's core, come out again and grab around your ankles so that no one can knock you over. No force, physical or spiritual force, can actually knock you off balance. It's your choice. You're choosing the way you want to go. And when you've got that deep groundedness, then the soul chakra sort of goes ping. In fact, all the chakras go ping, and you get that connection going on. And that's what spirituality is all about. It's drawing down the wonders of the cosmos, the universe, the angels, the spirit guides, everything in the sort of in the other world, you know, in the next world, put it that way. And we're drawing all that energy down into the ground, which is so positive. So work on that connection if you picked card number 1, okay? It's got a black border, which is for the Soul Star chakra, but it just makes me think of that color black, which is so good in breaking hexes and in changing the fortunes we have, I suppose, by changing from kind of listening to other people, from being concerned with what other people have to say, changing it over to what we are actually all about. And the universe works on us all individually. So whatever you've been taught, and there are some wonderful teachers out there, go your own way. Take those teachings on board, keep the lessons, keep the love, but keep on going your own way. That's what it's all about. Card number 2, if you picked that one, is this. Okay, and this is number 17. It's an 8 in numerology, as above, so below. It's the heart chakra again, and it's inner child. And this is something we all need to think about. In comparatively modern times, in the last 2,000 years, and you know, we do go back a long way before that. I think the first really well-known, you know, things that we found, bones and fossils and evidence of the human race, is about 10,000 years ago. I dare say it went on before that, but nobody really knows. But in the last couple of thousand years, the Christian tradition at least is very hot on childlike acceptance of what's going on spiritually, and that is such an important part of development as well. In fact, we seem to have got a development theme here. So if you're a Leo, or if you picked card number 2, this is for you. Listen to your inner child, sure, but also nurture your inner child. Take some time out to kind of just play with life a bit, and go at things with a childlike innocence. Put aside any preconceived notions you may have about what's going on in your life, or what's going on in the world, or what that all means. Because things will look after themselves. You know, the important stuff always irons itself out. If you're watching absolutely right now today, we have just had the whole Trump thing seems finally to be drawing to a close, and it looks like he's on his way out, and a lot of people have been very concerned about that. Actually, one way or the other, and I'm not being political here, I'm just saying that was a situation that worried a lot of people and was up in the air for a long time. And whatever we thought about it, whatever we tried to do about it, even, you know, whatever we tried to manifest about it, it has actually sorted itself out. So look at the smile on this child's face. That is the smile of not being all kind of tangled up with worries and concerns. So, leave all that stuff behind for sure. Card number 3 is this one. It is number 28, which is a 10 in numerology, and this is for Sagittarius. Okay, these are all fire signs at the moment. So we've got this amazing eye figure here, very kind of third eye looking card, and it is for the third eye chakra. We've got that purple colour, again, that indigo colour, which is all about looking within as well as looking without, which I've already gone on about long enough in this video. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But look at the great rainbow of colours that's going on here. It's in the sky and it's in the sea here as well. As above, so below. It's being reflected. So this is a number 10 in numerology. So you've got there, Saggy, but there's always somewhere else to go. You get into that place of balance where you've achieved what you were trying to achieve, and you've just got to keep on going forward. I'm a Saggy, and this really relates to me at the moment. After a very long time of thinking about it, I've borrowed a digital camera, a DSLR camera, a great big Sony movie camera thing, which I could sort of buy if I wanted to, but I'm just checking it out at the moment. And for years I've been thinking it would be great to bring that into the channel, but I'm having terrible trouble learning how to use it. So it's at one side at the moment, and I'm doing this on the good old iPhone. So I've sort of got there, in one way. I've arrived at where I wanted to be, got the 1,000 subs, got the live videos going, all of that. But, nothing ever stands still. There is the rest of life's journey to go on, and that manifests for your life and for the things you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to do. So you've got there, Sagittarians, okay, but look within yourself and release all those colours, release all that magic out into your world, out into your life, and concern yourself with making it happen even further on, even though things might be pretty well sorted out and pretty well balanced at the moment. This brings us to the earth signs. Let's have a little shuffle of the deck again, and we'll bring out 3 cards for the earth signs. This is going to be Taurus, it's going to be Virgo, and it's Capricorn as well. So we've got card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Pick 1, 2, or all 3. It's entirely up to you. This one's Taurus, this one's Virgo, this one's Capricorn. So let's have a look at Taurus. What have we got? Root chakra. Oh wow, money, safety, security, those kind of issues. We're in the root chakra, and it's all about balance. Now, there's nothing worse for imbalance than fears over money, safety and security. Those are things we really concern ourselves with in this world. It's natural, it's bound to happen. The most balanced people, the most cosmic people still actually do have to think about all that. Some of the great spiritual figures have always done without money. They've always kind of not bothered too much about their own safety, their own security, and there really is a great nirvana in that. But, let's face it, we all actually do need something to live off, somewhere to live, and we need to feel within us that things are going to be okay. And there's 2 ways of doing that, you could manifest the money, you could earn the money, whatever, you could kind of look at it that way, or you could just get used to doing without things. And that's very easy for me to say, sitting here in my nice little house with the car outside and plenty of food in the cupboard. I know it's really not an easy one, but in my younger day, I had absolutely nothing, and I used to go travelling around the festivals, sometimes on foot actually, for many miles, and I didn't care too much about the material things, about the creature comforts, and there's great security in that as well. It all depends how you look at it. But if you're trying to manifest something positive, there's kind of nothing more obstructive to manifestation than being worried, but is it going to work? Is it going to work? No, it will work if you believe it'll work. That's the truth, and that's how to bring balance into the situation. So that is the card for Taurus. What have we for the sign of Virgo? What have we for card number 2? It is this one. It's number 11, and it's inspiration here. So we're really looking for inspiration. Now, we're always looking for that, and I guess you wouldn't be watching a video like this if you weren't looking for inspiration. Loads and loads of inspiration all over YouTube, actually. I sometimes listen to Steve Nobel's meditation. There are a lot of very positive videos to be found on YouTube, which will bring in inspiration. But, you know, that's kind of inward, looking outward, looking at the world the way it's always been, long before people wrote books, long before the internet, long before people even kind of had any notions about God. They used to look up to the sky and they just used to wonder, what's going on? How did this world get here? What's it all about? That's a big question for everyone. This is showing up as card number 2. This is the heart of the matter if you picked all 3, or if you wanted the Virgo card, this is the Virgo card. And inspiration, we just have to look up in wonder. And we sort of have to detach from outcomes, actually, because how is the inspiration going to play into our intuition if we're focused on one particular outcome? So I'm going to say detach from the outcome. Look at the fire in the sky. This is so positive, but it's an unknown kind of positivity, isn't it? We know the sun rises every day. I don't think we'll ever know why. The scientists could sort of tell us all the, you know, all the chemical stuff and the science of why the sun rises every day, but no scientist or no amount of science can ever explain why there's a world at all. In fact, you know, if there's if we're going to say why is there a world, why would there even be such a thing, such a concept as nothing? You know, why would there be anything going on at all if it all came down to science? Because there's no explanation. And even if science kind of manages to prove one day that there is no Godhead, there is no universe, there is no spirituality, I would still believe what I believe. And the most ancient scriptures go right back to these early times when people looked up at the sky and wondered what's going on. They didn't know then. We still don't know now. But we've learned a fair bit along the way as a human race. We certainly have. But there's an awful lot that we've either learned and ignored or just not learned. And the truth is, when you look up here, it's pure gold up in the sky there. Okay. And that's number 11, by the way, a 2 in numerology. And that is going to be all about the sacral chakra, okay? Appetites and desires, that's the chakra involved there. So, what is this card? It is the I Am presence. We're up there with the Soul Star chakra again, actually. Now, where is the I Am presence with you at the moment? Is it actually located within yourself? Or are you actually seeing that as something outside of yourself that you've got to draw down and manifest? Well, it all links up within us all the time. You know, when we consciously engage with it, that is really a good thing. And it's a really important thing in actually making the connection, because spirituality, it plays into the subconscious mind. It comes forward into the conscious mind when we do something creative. We write, we paint, we draw, we sing. We make plans for the future. That is creative as well. And that's what makes the inspiration real. That's what makes it really happen. And that's what makes you who you are, you see. And this is why the idea of an I am is so important. That's why this idea helps. Now, we're looking at quite a dark scene here, but all around it is the brilliant brightness of the Soul Star chakra, where we're connecting to the universe. This card is for Capricorn, by the way, as well as being number 3. So be willing to let go, Capricorn. But look, we've got a lady's face here, and she is looking down. She's looking within in that kind of hermit of the tarot, and in that third eye kind of way. She is looking within. But all around here, all around the top of her head and the back of her head, we have got the universe sending its inspiration in. There's a lot of green in this card. Great colour of healing. Great colour for a top, by the way, as well, actually. And a great sense of balance in this, you know, because we've got the brilliant silvery Soul Star chakra colour around the outside of the card and the green of the earth, and actually the reds and yellows of fire showing through in this card as well. So that one is for Capricorn. Let's put that to one side, and let's have a look at the water signs now. What are we going to get for the water signs, I wonder? Let's turn over 3 cards here. Now, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you could say this is for Cancer, this is for Scorpio, this is for Pisces. You could pick 1, 2, 3, 2 of them, all 3 of them. Be your own psychic. You are anyway, whether you know it or not. Choose that inner psychic, pick a card, do whatever you want. Really, okay, because I'm pulling these cards for you. Just saves you shuffling the deck and gives me something to talk about, make videos about. Card number 1 is this one. It's actually number 10, and that's a clear 10 in numerology, okay? This is card number 1. It's for the sign of Cancer as well, and it's creativity. And we're down there in the sacral chakra again, which is all about the appetite. It's all about the desires. So we need to be mindful of those, and we need to bring those into balance all the time, because it's human nature to have appetites. It's human nature to desire things, to want things. This is what we see coming through in the Suit of Cups in the tarot, as well as anything. Now we've got great fire right through, well, all over the card actually. It's a very fiery looking card, but on the one side here we've got the human face kind of in the yellow part of the flames, as it were. On the other side we've got all sorts of things going on, have we not? I'm going to turn it round and have a closer look at this one just to get some more out of it. Okay, on this side we're seeing kind of spirals and swirls, which always remind me of the Reiki symbol, Shoku Rei. And something you can do with that symbol is you can visualize it over your head, lying flat, and bring it down like a spiral around you by visualization. Just see it coming all the way down you from your head right down. Wonder what this is called? Yeah, it's the head, isn't it? Okay, duh. Right, it comes right down from the head to your feet. It actually incorporates the Soul Star Chakra and the Earth Star Chakra. But bring that down, let that healing sense come into the concept of your appetites, your desires, what you're looking for. And that will actually bring your desires much more clearly into focus and give you a chance of manifesting them, because it's about visualizing, it's about believing as well. And creativity is what brings the inspiration from the subconscious mind out to the forefront of the mind and actually makes it really happen. Okay, card number 2. Wow, root chakra here. Card number 2, it's also for the sign of Scorpio, or it's the heart of the matter because it's the middle card if you picked all 3. So root chakra, money, safety, security again. It's card number 8. Okay, so that's the numerology of that. There is just one number there. So it's card number 8, as above, so below. And it's about abundance. And again, manifesting what you want to happen, manifesting whatever's for the highest, best good as well, which is a really good way of looking at it. Just kind of release yourself, detach yourself from the outcome, release yourself from what it is you actually want. That safety, that security, and who knows, that money as well can sort itself out if you stop worrying about it and detach from the drama. So abundance, okay? Abundance, it's what we're all kind of seeking all the time, what we're always hoping for. It does come, okay? It comes a lot quicker if you kind of take your focus off worrying about it and just allow it to happen. That's card number 2. Card number 3, or the Pisces card, if you will, is this one. It is flexibility. It's number 9, and we're in the sacral chakra again. So the lower chakras are really figuring here big style for the water signs. Flexibility. Setting yourself free, I suppose. And if we look at this character, she's coming out of the darkness and she's really facing out into the light, looking out over the precipice and coming from the sort of this dark surrounding, which is kind of very worldly, looking out into the universe, seeing and feeling that fire and making that pointed gesture with her hands above her head, which really makes her rather like a wand, you know. You can spend a lot of money on a wand, or you can just kind of be yourself and understand that you are the wand, and that's what's going on here. So do be flexible, okay? We're in the sacral chakra, we're looking at appetites and desires, but we really are always trying to manifest the highest, best good. That's what all these cards are about. That's what the spiritual journey is all about, and it's going to happen if you just go with the flow. That's the main kind of saying that goes with flexibility. So Pisces, that is for you. Well, guys, thank you very much. That brings us to the end of this one. Hope you like my new intro, by the way. I'm experimenting with those. So I'll be back very soon. Tomorrow, as well, God willing, if everything kind of prevails and works as I hope it's going to work, we will get stuck into doing 12 cards for 12 star signs, or maybe 12 sets of 3 cards. We'll go through the star signs basically: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. So you get a good spread of cards, a good pick a card reading, and you can kind of see what's coming up cosmically, spiritually in your week ahead. Meanwhile, thanks very much for watching, guys. Do please leave me a comment. Do please subscribe if you haven't already. That helps the channel out no end. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, please. If you'd like to buy me or the channel a coffee, the link to my coffee page is down there. If you're watching on a phone, turn it round so it's kind of in portrait mode and the video is playing at the top. And just down here, there's a little chevron, a little arrow pointing down. If you tap that, it will let you into the description. And under the first few lines of description, there's a link to my coffee page and all sorts of other good things: Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter. The list is out. Well, I think the list ends there, but the possibilities at least are endless. So go for it. Have a fantastic time ahead, friends. I'll see you again very soon. Love, light, blessings, and peace.